I won't back off their way like new jewelry. Jewelers are carpenters and carvers, varnish finish. So you know the shine won't diminish. While rappers spending G's on gold that could be for fools. My chest glisten like the sun off fools. From my jewels, argon energy, pendant protection jewels. Enhance my life with spiritual tools. Opening chakras with crystals wrapped in copper. Using the force of quartz, put brakes on a copper. Microcrystalline jade, metamorphic rock pieces. Put a shame to diamond crusted Jesus headpieces. Obsidian and opal, leopard skin, jasper on a string. Tiger eye, green tourmaline ring. It looks like the star's essence when I bling. Change negative to positive like colors on the mood ring. No gold, a whole black beads, no ice. I'm looking like Africa, Bam, X-Clan, and Just Ice. Rapid varnish pendant, Moorish mud chest filled with crystal stones, Merlin treasure chest, clearing my aura as I come before you. Rappers see me with no eyes and think I'm a pauper. Rob a rapper of his Gucci Lane independent self-portrait. Pawn souls to the devil cause they made themselves corporate. New jewelry gets attention like passing next morning. Keep new jewelry as wood, no matter what you call it.
Don't talk about it, talk about it, don't talk about it, talk about it, don't talk about it, talk about it, don't talk about, talk about, 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 don't talk about what you see behind closed doors, don't talk about business that you know that ain't yours, better not talk about what happened in '04, but you could talk about what you hear from Canaanland Moors, bet you won't talk about when you were on all fours. The times you wanted to experiment, explore. Most don't talk about the childhood they endured. It's psychological, need I say more? But all you do is talk shit, yeah, I know that you're bored. Talk all you want about me, I've been learning to ignore. Don't talk about facts if you know you ain't sure. Let's talk about the reasons why we can't stop wars. Don't talk about it, talk about it. Don't talk about it, talk about it. Don't talk about, talk about, don't talk about, talk about, don't talk about, talk about, don't talk about, talk about. You don't talk about the treason, how you invaded our shores. Disease for every season, let's talk about the cures. You don't want to talk about the properties of ore, the minerals and elements and what it's used for. Oh, don't talk about that, it's organic and pure. Talk about how the apple rottens you to the core. We'll talk about how radiation seeps through the pores. All we do is talk about the bloodshed and gore. Don't talk about it, talk about it, don't talk about it, talk about it, don't talk about, talk about, don't talk about, talk about, don't talk about, talk about, don't talk about, talk about. Yeah, you talk a good game, but I leave it on the floor. Talk some respect on my name before your skull get bored. And I PVR that shit, so don't talk about the score. Some say I talk too much, but I never stop talk. That I assure. Don't talk about waking up the line if you don't want to hear it roar. No need to talk about the time she was acting like a whore. But let's talk about that thing on your lip right before I let you draw my split. That's looking like a sword. You can wait on the tail or twist this side or yeah, you better talk quick. Trust won't be restored. Don't talk about the plans and what we got in store. Then let me hear you talk sideways about my boy Jam McGlure. Huh? My boy Jam McGlure. Don't let me hear you talk sideways about my boy Jam McGlure. What? Do your chores.
I know who this nigga's talking to. I know you ain't talking to me. You can be talking to me, cause you think you're high and mighty. Who are you to tell everybody what to do? Or who to judge? Who you judge, jury, and executioner? I know I talk when I want to talk. I do, sing, talk, speak when I want to speak. How, when, what, why? Don't tell me what to do, nigga. You don't know me. Who the motherfucker you think you is? You can't talk to me.
Invasion. Watch for democracies, hypocrisy, philosophies, fear and shock factories, pseudo-court mockeries and poppy fields, blocking swinging chops without Moroccan shields, industry demonic, throw verse and spokes and stocking wheels, coffin fields empty, buried in the battlefield, working on the streets is walking in some cattle fields. King Alfred Bruisem, lover mental snoozing, sleepwalking and talking, cell phones are soothing. Minds disappearing, genetic memory erasing. Don't even have a job, but they get you for tax evasion. Hot like a frying pan, crying fam, lying men. Use gadgets, spying men, no loyalty, just buying friends. No credit, debt slaves, walking over paved graves. Enslaved, enraged, marriage to death, prearranged. Mike Sufi Genie, bomb tracks bikini. Stupid niggas call my fez bucket hat when they see me, but won't ask a thing or drink the water that I bring. But when the Pope comes, they're kissing on his ring. They rather drink a rapper's flow from the black fountain. Pied Piper got the dead lined up in the thousands. Confusion with illusions, infusion with sorcery. Won't give up my birthright no matter what they offer me. No deal. Push the red button, I'm going home. Close my eyes, be SNL in Vendome. The fire that we put on home, make their walls shake. Islamism grand chic, not spelled like shake. Open minds, not scarred on when you enter my zone. I wouldn't call it murder when I snap the neck of my clone. Trying to escape with the Moorish temple charter. Peter's face the tartar, no making me a martyr. Third eye enlarger, aura is my armor. When I plant a seed in man's soil, rhyme farmer. Use the alma rap sorta like an almanac. Keep listening, sleepless hip-hop insomniac. Moorish MC, call me that acquiesce, don't call back, just fall back. Any rapper after 95, all whack. Their flow just trickles like drops on icicles. Rappers need training wheels on their rhymesicles. Keep people's mind pickled in a lost realm. When it comes to Moorish MCs, I'm at the helm. Invasion. Trying to escape with the Moorish temple charter. Repeat his face the tartar. You know making me a martyr. Third eye enlarger. Aura is my armor. Aura is my armor. Aura is my armor. Invasion. Trying to escape with the Moorish temple charter. Repeat his face the tartar. You know making me a martyr. Third eye enlarger. Aura is my armor. Aura is my armor. Aura is my armor. Invasion.
Whereas Moorish American month to me is all year. February's not ours, for the Europeans a dark tier. Ignore what they call here, they don't know shit. They came and seen skyscrapers, engineered a spaceship in our big cities. Every land is Africa, we in the Northwest Asia. Put you to work, get busy. Anything that's built with wood, we call a barn. Don't care if it's small or if it's large. Anyways, let's go back. Murder, crash, chipped a piece of earth. Heard that? The Pacific crust eject dirt into the outer waters. The Luma flew off, some flat and deep. Only thing left was Cali East Islands of Philippines. Through time, the earth still trying to reach equilibrium. Enemies said, Botswana popped into my shop. Turned to North and South America. The other side is you. Asia Major, Asia Minor. The world's flat. You live in 3D. They say world flat. But we live in 3D. They say world flat. But we live in 3D. Don't talk about that. From TV or a piece of paper. Wanna make your way to heaven, one must go to space. Wanna go to space, but you're here taking up space. 1 on 1 is 11. I'm a math and right. 1 on 1, but he lose. The next one wants the fight. Right. Someone wants it all from everyone. They start with someone. Once that, they get another. Other, maybe brother, mother. One day, today, it's after Saturn. Sunday, just more's a wee one. Drop solar system on you. Planets, particle, stars and nuclei. Universes and atoms. Don't deny. I is 1 on 1. 9/11. I don't deny it. That is really happened. Someone's clapping, someone's carjacking. I was rapping in the pen, use a pencil, saw a fossilized chicken bone was my best friend. Actually was a rental. We came from a chick. Asian major, Asian minor. The world's flat. You live in 3D. They say world's flat. But we live in 3D. They say the world's flat. But we live in 3D. Don't talk about that. From TV or a piece of paper. They say the world's flat. You live in 3D. They say world's flat. But we live in 3D. They say the world's flat. But we live in 3D. Don't talk about that. From TV or a piece of paper, yo. Weird ass Moorish American money.
Northgate, H2O flow, Chic, Canaanland, Moorish, when these fall, Shalon Davis, salute, hot house, check it. They say they wanna learn, they only debate, referencing the truth, trust me, they only sound the great. Study nationality before you question my estate. I'm not a minority, why you so late? Majority rules, here comes the test. Fact, that's my hand in the form of a V on the chest. That's a womb that is blessed like a moon and a crest. Major forever, infinite mindset. Major from birth, that's a seed in process. I'm a more that is easy to digest. Competent, never tyrannous. That is my land, never faking. Secret traditions, petitions for what you're not Jamaican. No Westmoreland to Portmore. Everybody needs more. If you please more. Following the apostle, we should be more. I see the unseen more. We more. That's a fact. Canaanland.
They say they wanna learn, complain classes are too long. Don't want it on a phone call, energy too strong. Get it from the wrong source, now they way off course. Think they must be Muslim and give up on all sports.
Northgate, H2O flow, Chic, Canaanland, Moorish, when these fall, Shalon Davis, salute, hot house, check it. They say they wanna learn, they only debate, referencing the truth, trust me, they only sound the great. Study nationality before you question my estate. I'm not a minority, why you so late? Majority rules, here comes the test. Fact, that's my hand in the form of a V on the chest. That's a womb that is blessed like a moon and a crest. Major forever, infinite mindset. Major from birth, that's a seed in process. I'm a more that is easy to digest. Competent, never tyrannous. That is my land, never faking. Secret traditions, petitions for what you're not Jamaican. No Westmoreland to Portmore. Everybody needs more. If you please more. Following the apostle, we should be more. I see the unseen more. We more. That's a fact. Canaanland.
They say they wanna learn, complain classes are too long. Don't want it on a phone call, energy too strong. Get it from the wrong source, now they way off course. Think they must be Muslim and give up on all sports. Should give up the red meat, must give up on all porks. Won't be yelling haram when the bottles are uncorked. Eating with the spoon, use forks for tuning. Eating humble pie, no ego ballooning. Samson 2 caterpillars, got him cocooning. As the full moon hung, spiral energy moving. Up through the crown chakra, energy shooting. And told me upload classes before live YouTubing. 16,000 subscribers, 20% consuming. 80% troll pretending to be tuned in. Comment on every video, pushing the thumbs down. We'll push the link when we live just like a clown. pouring in the incompetence, always debating. Dissing Drew Ali, but won't give their location. His image on the black banner, that's placation. Just get him out of here, Yusuf yells in frustration. We know they're playing games, we're not berating. Calling 911, scimitars penetrating. In defense of prophets and mothers abused. And newly awakened Moors, amused and confused. This is what it feels like. 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 People running up to me that I don't know. Are you a prince? They ask, tell them I'm from Morocco. Look me up and down with a smile, not a frown. Turn their brain to water, watch their lower self drown. Wanna touch my antennas and steal my energy. Eyes bulge, telling them I'm always King Edward V. When it comes to facts with Moors, they get beggarly. They ask Morocco where? The farthest northwesterly. With every question asked, I respond cleverly. All dependents won't explain expertly. Going in their wallets, pull out pictures with feathers, breaking down the ring, then the mason confesses. He's at 33 degrees, now the convo stretches like yoga into esoteric metaphysic lessons. When my people aren't like me, he impresses. When we take Moorish science to the highways and hedges. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like.
They tried to get you to think again. That's the prophet. I'm upright, don't need a friend. And you can't stop this. I'ma write with my pen. Violate me and I'ma send writs again. Remain cautious, cause often it's in again. That's in the police out, just the silence men. When they bust through your door, you won't breathe again. Nationality will show you how to live again.
This is what it feels like. 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 People running up to me that I don't know. Are you a prince? They ask, tell them I'm from Morocco. Look me up and down with a smile, not a frown. Turn their brain to water, watch their lower self drown. Wanna touch my antennas and steal my energy. Eyes bulge, telling them I'm always King Edward V. When it comes to facts with Moors, they get beggarly. They ask Morocco where? The farthest northwesterly. With every question asked, I respond cleverly. All dependents won't explain expertly. Going in their wallets, pull out pictures with feathers, breaking down the ring, then the mason confesses. He's at 33 degrees, now the convo stretches like yoga into esoteric metaphysic lessons. When my people aren't like me, he impresses. When we take Moorish science to the highways and hedges. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like.
They tried to get you to think again. That's the prophet. I'm upright, don't need a friend. And you can't stop this. I'ma write with my pen. Violate me and I'ma send writs again. Remain cautious, cause often it's in again. That's in the police out, just the silence men. When they bust through your door, you won't breathe again. Nationality will show you how to live again. It can change the predicament you're living in. You can heal the whole world without medicine. Only truth can make you a better man. Why lie? Cause you got paid to murder men. Then you try to lock them up when they riot in. That's okay, cause for freedom I'm diving in. With no knowledge you come back to die again. Resurrect me not, cause I'd rather be one with Allah.
This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like.
First Pyramid War was the machinations of Seth, who coveted the powers and territories allotted to Osiris, including the fertile lands of Lower Egypt and the monumental Giza pyramids. This conflict wasn't merely about territorial control, but also about influencing the space activities and the celestial comings and goings of the gods.
It's the return of a new high priest, true Aliyhites, a death chamber Morpheus, y'all some neophytes, red dress Tyrese distracts you, focus is lost, open your mental prisons, free your thoughts, music is magic's highest level and form, word man and sheep flow like torrential rainstorms, potential infinite, far from hypocrites, experience is the product, when we deliver it, rapping like a parcel, part never partial, watch for the patriarchal laws that's martial, distracted again you felt the sparkles and twinkles, brainwash all over your minds with commercial jingles, mind force field, y'all think it's lyrics, it's metaphysics, civics, ancestral spirits, not vague, specific, scientific, seeing spirituality is not acrylic.
Yo, this chronic smoking of microphones and opponents doesn't have me choking, got my lungs wide open, mind's eye spoken, broken, encoded slogans interwoven with loaded meaning, best known to mend and remedy broken treaties, time then time again like the dial of Archimedes, hearts beating to the sound of her drum, seeking to be one with the law's algorithms, found out no need to kowtow or submit, better we be harmonious than subservient. Worship and adulation by all means seem to be traits of a mortal, egotistical being, yet the creator craves not any of these things, not no mystery god, dark of facade, putting us at odds to be separate and apart, cause the closest place to meet our laws in the heart, in the heart, in the heart, in the heart, in the heart.
Avenger of Osiris, led the charge against Seth, backed by the technological marvel of the winged disc, crafted by Thoth. The war culminated in Horus's victory, relegating Seth to the fringes of the Egyptian pantheon and securing the divine and earthly realms under Horus's dominion. The aftermath of the First Pyramid War set the stage for the Second Pyramid War, fueled by unresolved disputes and the illegal occupation of strategic territories by the descendants of the Hamitic Canaan. This war was not just a rehash of previous conflicts, but a sophisticated engagement involving advanced weaponry and strategies, showcasing the gods' prowess and their manipulation of natural and technological resources. Ninurta.
Common sense was made before book sense. Canaanland Moors presents Common Sense Quick.
Legendary, bury me in the North Gate Cemetery, February the 4th day, Son of Mary, day ahead of my born day, independence and law, may civil literal lost case, with case laws, we break them down like Jericho, keeping all my lions tamed, I'm Chris Jericho, I'll keep a mask on deck, I'm Rey Mysterio, fake pandemics announced over the radio, annoyed with the game, the joys and the pains, I'm Rob Bass, mix it with rock the hard way, I was in a lost state, prophets told me up right, brought me to a lost gate, cooking like I'm Salt Bay, prepping like I'm Denzel, Malcolm X, Deja Vu, Roman J, Israel, and Noble Dwelly in plain sight, but people still can't see it, so the snake's still showing up, stakes still high, so the race still going up, warriors of the North Gate, we not slowing up, born in the manger, sworn to be savior, walk through the valley of the shadows of the death dip in slavery, looking for life, the book of Genesis, astroplane entrances, invoke the nemesis, abstract images of past lives kicking in. Danger, running for your life. Finish him.
Moorish or key man or oracle. Using Trinity powers, decipher allegorical. Lost in metaphorical, holy books are metaphysic. Facts slap a dirty more or a Drew Ali critic. Calling him Thomas or Walter and get your face caved. Or cut like a close shave. Drowned in my brainwaves. Squashed by heat waves. Activating Kundalini. Abyssinia invaded by Mussolini. Selassie I in exile. Reptile in Genesis. Negus appearing real. All I see is false evidence. DA are feminists. Stomped on by elephants. More like more prejudice but want Moorish benefits. When you feel the pull magnetic resonance. Apis horns of the sacred book called Maleficent. Great cosmic mothers. Return to blessedness. No pestilence. Ace all the testaments. Tap into remembrance. Never to forget again.
Common sense was made before book sense. Canaanland Moors presents Common Sense Quick.
Legendary, bury me in the North Gates Cemetery, February the 4th days. Son of Mary, day ahead of my born day. Independence and law may civil of a lost case. With case laws, we break them down like Jericho. Keeping all my lions tamed, I'm Chris Jericho. I'll keep a mask on deck, I'm Rey Mysterio. Fake pandemics announced over the radio. Annoyed with the game, the joys and the pains. I'm Rob Bass, mixing with rock the hard way. I was in a lost state. Prophets stood me up right, brought me to a lost gate. Cooking like I'm Salt Bay, repping like I'm Denzel. Malcolm X, Deja Vu, Roman J. Israel. Had no but I lay in plain sight, but people still can't see it. So the snake's still showing up, stakes still high, so the race still going up. Warriors of the North Gate, we not slowing up. Born in the manger, sworn to be savior. Walk through the valley of the shadows of the death dip in slavery. Looking for light, the book of Genesis. Astroplane entrances, invoke the nemesis. Abstract images of past lives kicking in. Danger, running for your life. Finish him.
Moorish or key man or oracle. Using Trinity powers, decipher allegorical. Lost in metaphorical, holy books are metaphysic. Facts slap a dirty more or a Drew Ali critic. Calling him Thomas or Walter and get your face caved. Or cut like a close shave. Drowned in my brainwaves. Squashed by heat waves. Activating Kundalini. Abyssinia invaded by Mussolini. Selassie I in exile. Reptile in Genesis. Negus appearing real. All I see is false evidence. DA are feminists. Stomped on by elephants. More like more prejudice but want Moorish benefits. When you feel the pull magnetic resonance. Apis horns of the sacred book called Maleficent. Great cosmic mothers. Return to blessedness. No pestilence. Ace all the testaments. Tap into remembrance. Never to forget again. Use energy right, not put spell effects on men. Wandering the earth plane with no they live shades. Keeps you a mental slave as the horizon fades. It's been decades since Christian crusades. Not enough rebellions, too many vigil bouquets. Holding on to the fence, burning on doomsday. War ruled by Mars, it might be on a Tuesday.
Canaanland Moors presents Common Sense Quick. What we do here is we add some common sense thinking to everyday situations or comments that may arise. Want to give it a try?
France did something absolutely. Between 1958 and 1961, France did something absolutely horrible. France made the Francophone African countries, and I don't even want to use that terminology, but I only use it for the purposes of conversation. The 14 countries which were formally, but still colonized by the French, they were forced to sign a document that they called the Pact for the continuation of colonization. You heard me. The Pact for the continuation of colonization. If you want your independence, you must sign this. Guinea, Secretary said absolutely not. Mali said absolutely not. France, pack your bags and go on back home. France could not believe it. Could not understand that an African country, these monkeys, do not want to be affiliated to France. They said, we will show you. So history tells us France went into those two countries, including the last teaspoon and chair, proceeded to pour concrete into the sewage pipes, completely devastating the two economies. The then newly appointed president of Ghana, Kwame Nkrumah, in his efforts to rescue these two economies, created the first ever union of any African states. Guinean money. But what that did was it made the other African countries realize that if they go against France, this was the fate that was waiting them. So what did they do? Wait the paper. And they signed. What did the pact say? One. The pact said, you monkeys, you don't know how to manage your money. So you shall deposit 85% of your bank reserves with the French Central Bank under the control of the French Minister of Finance. And that France is going to take your deposits from the individual countries, pool them together, invest them in the French stock market under the French name. And you, monkeys, you may or may not know the returns. Latest figures are showing this is still going on since 1958. France today is collecting out of Africa over $500 billion before investing. And when they finish investing this money, for every 14 billion out of Africa, they're recognizing over 300 billion. Now do the math. So when it's actually said and done, France is taking out of Africa trillions of dollars every year, and we, the poor Africans, are gladly giving it to France. And the same France has the audacity to look at us and call us poor people. 1958. They went further with the pact. You see, we will also print your own money. We will print your money for you. They instituted what they were calling the CFA, special currency for the African countries, and that only France can print that money for you. They went on to say all the contracts, large contracts, public and private, French companies have the first right of refusal. All your minerals discovered, yet to be discovered, France has the first right of refusal. Now, my brothers and sisters, if one of you was to wake up one morning and you're president of one of those countries, and your chief of staff walks in first day and starts reading you out the do's and don'ts as stipulated by the Pact for the Continuation of Colonization, what power do you have? None. And the same countries that are stealing from Africa, they have the audacity to look at Africa and say, Africans, what's wrong with you? Why can't you all take care of yourselves? Well, let's start by leaving our $500 billion on the continent. But what they do instead, they want to throw you with a smoke screen. Your African leaders are corrupt. Well, you know, I gave you that. I mean, not all African leaders are corrupt. Africa is a family. No family is complete without crazy Aunt Sally and crazy Uncle Tom. Nobody's perfect. Okay, fine, so I'll give you that. Their own figures are saying 50 billion is getting out of Africa from corruption. Fine, I give you that. But you do not want me to engage in a conversation that's solely limited to the $50 billion out of Africa through corruption. First, you don't tell me where it's going. You simply tell me it's getting out of Africa. But secondly, there's a bigger thief. You got two thieves, one with a briefcase with 50 billion and the other thief with a briefcase with 500 billion. I am a smart woman. You want me to ignore the one with 500 billion and put all my energies on a suitcase with 50? And by the time the one with 500 billion is done investing, we are talking trillions. Now, do you see how quickly the funds out of Africa from corruption become the larger chunk under the table?
Big the fire is. You have the power to walk, no matter how big the fire is. You have the power to walk the fuck through it.
White people are like the worst niggas. That's why we created the Real Nigga University,
a training camp for black people who believe they're the real Israelites.
Christ said this, my sheep hear my voice. These men found us.
White people are a virus. The only way to get rid of it is the medicine. Real niggas are the medicine.
They're allowed to date white women?
No, they're not allowed to date white women. But when brothers come into the school, they might have white women already. Some people have a hard time with that because of how harshly we teach about white people.
What are your plans for her and her kind?
It's not really our plans, it's God's plan. According to the Bible, God is going to avenge black people for what white people did, so they go enslaved. You know, they got to be in chains. They got to build our kingdom. They got to serve out the judgment for touching God's people.
But why do they want revenge so badly? I was invited to their headquarters to take a closer look.
When you come in, you actually step on the white man. So this is called the Russian icons. And when you open it, these are the original artwork and imagery of Christ.
Are you guys labeled as a terrorist organization?
Islam Moors, honors to all the Moors worldwide. Honors to all the Moors worldwide. Honors to Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Just here quick fast. Just here quick fast. I'm here too long. But, you know, the splendor of the caliph's dwellings and Russian style, they got Moorish there. Never wonder what is going on? Oh, everybody goes there, but these certain people. These certain people never go there. They never go Moorish. They'll go every other identity, but they never go Moorish. But these people want Moorish bathrooms and all that in their little palace. That you know it wasn't theirs because they inherited everything from who? The Moors. Because everything fell. Moors was all that was left. And like Noble Drew Ali told these people, from northeast, southwest Africa, across Great Atlantis, onto the present north, south, central America, and the adjoining islands. It's known. It's accepted. It's accepted. The only ones who don't accept it, the only ones, everybody else, modern Europeans, fake status people, denationalized people, everybody knows who the Moors are. The only dummies who don't know are the ones above Mexico that call themselves everything under the sun and accept what their ancient foremothers and forefathers call themselves. Everything in the book we're gonna claim to be. And it's not even, you don't even gotta go far. You don't have to go far. It's not some long drawn off thing or whatever like that. Everybody knows what's up. Farouk Hassan, The Realities and the Myth of the Clash of Civilizations. Moorish kingdom in Spain was a Moorish kingdom, not a Muslim kingdom. As the British Empire in India was a British Empire, not a Christian empire. but the historians almost always refer to mention Moorish rule in Spain as Muslim rule. On the other hand, they never mention British rule or France rule or the Asian or African colonies as a Christian rule. The Moors were so tolerant toward different religious faiths in their kingdom that it took 6 to 7 centuries for the Spanish to make their liberation war against the Moorish rule as a religious war. The uniting force of King Ferdinand of Aragon and Queen Isabella of Castile completed the Reconquista of Spain from the Moors in 1492. And you already know what else happened in 1492 because that's the reference point to show how you fell and when you fell out of the last stronghold of power that you had. You know, we're not talking about ancient Egypt and all that, Tartarians and all that. We're not talking about all that. We're talking about Moorish rule. That's what we're talking about. You want to hear any of those? No, we're not talking about Canaanites and Moabites and all that. We're not talking about them. We're not talking about Israelites. We're talking about 700 years ago, not 50,000 million years ago, trying to justify something. We're talking 700. That was yesterday. That was around the corner. All these years of Moorish history, all throughout the world, and people are in denial. They're not Moors. Why? Because the uniting force of King Ferdinand of Aragon and Queen Isabella of Castile completed the reclamation of Spain from the Moors. No, that was Spain. Spain just came about when they came together. There was no Spain. You see, it's the Moors' tolerance, which is our downfall. Are tolerating BS. Us being all right with the BS. Okay? It's our tolerance. That's our problem. So we're never going to make it. Everybody else, they're not going to play games. Our people, oh, they're about games. That's all they're about. Play games. Play identity games. Play their identity games all they want. They can play their identity games all they want. The ones who know, they're already in the clear. I don't got anything to worry about. It's the ones that don't know. And as we know, the ones that don't know are definitely under a spell. Because all of us were dumb nigger at some time and we used to figure this stuff out. And we're not the sharpest knives in the drawer either. And we figured this stuff out. There ain't no way that somebody with their 20 degrees and all that stuff can't figure this stuff out. The only reason it's not being figured out because they must be under some kind of spell. Must be. It must be. Nothing else even makes sense. Hermitage, Victoria and Albert Museum. Yeah. No, in Russia, Those ones back there with the feathers on, the turbans. Their dress code is custom in Russia. Guess what it is? Arab. But wasn't it all these same people who are clapping all the stuff when people talk Arabs or Moors and all that? All the black whoever's. No, clearly they're dressed like Moors. It's clearly they obviously are dressed like Moors. Because you look to Arab and this, they don't dress the same. In the Russian Empire, blacks were neither enslaved nor suffered discrimination. Furthermore, the costume of the Moors of the imperial court was the most sumptuous of all the court uniforms under the czars. No, so if they weren't enslaved, if these blacks, somebody goes there and then they see blacks, hey, a black guy is here. What are the black guys doing here? Oh, well, they're not slaves. Well, that means they're not black then. They're Moors of the imperial court. You see some other people here other than melanated people? What percentage of these people are Asiatic? Our people were the ones that were everywhere. And remember, a slave doesn't dress like this. This is not how slaves dress. Go punch up slaves, see what comes up. There ain't nothing coming up like this. And again, going back to people who have this complexion are Moors. Yes, they went by many names. The last name these people had before they turned to niggers was Moors. That was the last name. So we fell. We fell. And defeated and all that stuff. They can't get rid of our people. Like, stop the dumb stuff. It's not a slave. No way. You put so much time into a slave for. The people have to get out of the victim mindset. Once they get out of their victimization, then they will start seeing things without emotions. This is why the call is always for the two in the back. Because this is not for everybody. The Moor said the other day, this is a divine act. And many people, their soul is not ready. Soul's not ready for this. They're still caught in the mundane. Not ready to be a Moor yet. They still got to do their nigger stuff. But the two in the back, yeah. The energy says that you're ready. The energy says it. And all that will be granted unto you. I'm talking about Moorish. This is Ukraine. Now you understand why they're having wars there and all that? Because you're supposed to be woke by now. You're supposed to be up from your sleep by now. Just like when they were hitting noses off sphinxes and all that. To get rid of you. And here they are. Debating. Claiming authority. When all these people have been in violation. All of them have been in violation. Because all of them know that we're not black Asiatics. They have a fez at home that they got from some brother from the East. Grand Mufti or whatever gave them a fez. And you're still missing it? You're so blinded. You're so blinded under the brainwash. Blinded under the brainwash. You can't see these people are being Moors in the background while you suffer. While you suffer. And the people will suffer. Just look at them. And the suffering comes from the victimization. The victimization comes from the warped mindset that living sentient beings are adjectives. And that's how you go through their life. As adjective. And all these people have the lessons. Remember, they have a fez at home that they bring out once in a while when they want to impress you. I thought the fez is supposed to be banned and all that. No, it's banned and he's wearing a fez. I thought they banned that. So he's going against the teachings of Elijah Muhammad now? And you people not saying nothing? Just like when he kissed Pastor on the lips and all that stuff, you people didn't say anything? Nothing? Well, when it kept going on as if nothing happened? All right. It should be obvious to you. If it's not obvious yet, then you have issues still. You need to super duper check. So we had a post up yesterday. Somebody snitched on the post. Post got taken down. Got a DM. Moore's mad. Why do you take down that post for? This Moore charges $400 for some membership. And we already know about the traders, the gentle voice, soft hand gestures traders. You already know about them. It's open season on the ones who don't know. Open season. And then they're going to go get Young, Gifted, and Black awards. That's Moore's. Well, free national names on it. Yeah, it's a Black award. What you mean? Why are you proud of Black awards as a Moore? You proud of a Black award? I thought we're not Negro, Black, colored, and we're supposed to be ourselves and all that. Didn't come with some denouncing of awards that call you Black? Those awards is for those who are young, gifted, and Black. That's what the awards for. The awards for the young, gifted, and Black people. The awards presented as young, gifted, and Black. And for a Moore to go up there posing, accepting some Black award. That's why there's issues. That's why there's issues. How come the Moors can't figure this out? On top of the dummies that just want to stay dumb, on top of them, because every dummy has had enough experience to know that, you know what, it's time to change something because this stuff isn't really going right. Any dummy. Like if Didi could figure it out, they could figure it out. If the blind guy could figure it out by hearing, if the no armed person could figure out how to eat and all that stuff with the feet and all that, then ain't nobody have any excuse. Unless you're under some serious sorcery. So on top of dealing with the people with sorcery, you have the ones that know that they're supposed to be definitely doing what they're supposed to do. So because they know. And why won't they? Why they keep playing Black games with you? Even as people who know that we're not Black, they're going to take Black awards. And Moors are going to be impressed. The Moor got a Black award. You're not impressed with Moors sacrificing their life so we could have something. Are you impressed with people telling you $400 to be a member of something? You even have to send an email to the Moors out here with all these crazy prices so they see how good they have it. The people getting charged out here $150 and all that stuff to be members of Moor Science Temple. You got to pay class fees and all that stuff. You got a whole library on Canaanland Moors. You go get class for free for years. Free. So be mindful. So these ones claiming leadership. Be mindful of one's claiming leadership, because it ain't about leadership. It's about uplifting our people. It ain't about accolades. The poor righteous teachers. Poor doesn't mean you're broke. You have nothing. Poor means you're humble. Poor means you're going to sacrifice your life for the nation, for your profit. Don't get played. Don't get played. Because you're chasing after some personage. Forget the personages. No grand nothing. All that stuff is irrelevant. What work are you doing? What work are you doing? And don't tell me about you got some award from the corporate colonial jurisdiction, and we're supposed to be impressed. They acknowledge your entrepreneurial whatever. Honors to all the Moors worldwide. Honors to Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Honors to the Prophet. All the Moors in the chat muftis, and everybody else, honors to you. Supreme honors to you. Supreme love to all you Moors. Honors to all the matriarchs. A great job with those Moorish children. We see it. Honors to all the Moors worldwide. Supreme honors to Noble Drew Ali. Islam.